Government Primary School and St. Thomas's RCM School, Ekpenukem, where he obtained his first school leaving certificate in 1995 at merit level. Eyoh Etim obtained his secondary school certificate from Adiaobong Secondary School, Ekpenukem, in 2001. He taught briefly at Udogabasi Nursery and Primary School, Itumbang, Uran, before gaining admission to study English at the University of Eyoh, Nigeria, in 2003. His undergraduate research project was entitled The Politics of Survival in Naguib Mahfouz's Children of Gebelawi and Nawal El-Sadawi's Woman at Point Zero. He graduated with second class upper division in 2008 as a youth corps member teaching English and literature at Akanibiam Grammar School, Afikpo, Ebonyi State from 2008 to 2009. While studying for his master's degree, Eyoh Etim taught English and literature at Royal Pearls College, now defunct, Shelter Africa, Eyoh, Akwa Ibom State. He has also taught at Pegasus High School, Eket, where he taught literature to WAEC and IGCSE candidates. Eyoh Etim completed his Master's of Arts degree in English Literature from the University of Eyoh in 2012. His dissertation was entitled Physics in Literary Imagination, an interdisciplinary study of Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace and Geshe Marquette's Love in the Time of Cholera. Eyoh Etim joined the Department of English in Eyoh as a part-time lecturer. The same year he completed his Master's. In 2013, Eyoh Etim got a full-time appointment as a lecturer in the Department of English at Akwa Ibom State University, where he currently teaches. In 2021, Eyoh Etim completed his PhD in African Literature and Criticism at the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. His thesis was entitled Leadership Failure and the Historicity and Rememory, Remembrance Kamuzu Banda in Jack Mapanje's and Crocodiles and Hungry at Night, published by Journal for Cultural Research in 2020. Her story versus his story, a murderous rememory in Akachi Ezebo's The Last of the Strong Ones and Chimamanda Adichie's Half of the Yellow Sun, published by Cogent Arts and Humanities, published by Hybrid Journal of Young Children in selected literary texts. In October 2023, Eyoh Etim won the coveted NLNG Prize for Literary Criticism. Please, let's applaud that. The NLNG Prize for Literary Criticism is the highest prize for literary criticism in Nigeria. The paper that won the award is entitled Her Story versus His Story, a murderous rememory in Akachi Ezebo's The Last of the Strong Ones and Chimamanda Adichie's Half of a Yellow Sun, published by Cogent Arts and Humanities. The paper emerged winner out of the 13 submissions sent in for the prize, while announcing the award at the Expo Center, Eco Hotels and Suites, Lagos. Professor Olu Obafemi described Eyoh Etim's research output as excellent and original, with detailed and appropriate application of research concepts. Dr. Eyoh Etim runs a literary blog, eyohetim.com, which he uses to promote Nigerian works and to interpret extant literary texts recommended by WAEC, NECO, JAM, JUPEP, and IGCSE for students in schools and colleges. Dr. Eyoh Etim has a vision to establish a literary to discourse the emerging issues in Nigeria and African literature, among other projects. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I present to you Dr. Eyoh Etim.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor of Private State University, other distinguished invited guests. It is a memorable day for me in many ways because I do not believe in the celebration that is ascribed only to the dead. I think that while people are alive, we should celebrate them. And whatever we do for those who have passed away, it should just be an addition. And I must say that all my life, I have always celebrated the people around me. In fact, before today, I wanted to do a live video where I would have read some of the poems I wrote, mentioning the names of people who have impacted my life, including the Eyoh Etim, Professor Eyoh, Mrs. Elsu, among others. And most of these people are here today. I think that for whatever we do in life, we must always celebrate the people around us while they are alive. Because we do not know if they die when we celebrate them, whether they will even know about it. Okay? And I think we should change our mentality. Do not take anything away from this lecture. Take this, that if any good thing happens to you in life, you must celebrate it. I learned this culture from the Yoruba people. They know how to celebrate themselves. Whether it is graduation ceremony, whether it is a birthday, they will definitely gather and praise God, eat, celebrate, and that is the most important thing. And for today, it is quite a significant day in the sense that it makes me humble to see this gathering. And I'm proud, and I can assure you that whatever happens tomorrow, I'm a happy man, I'll be fulfilled. Because I know that I have been celebrated. The little I have done so far. And I want to thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you that are here. You know, because it means a lot to me. Beginning with the Vice Chancellor of Okwebo State University, the Dean Faculty of Arts, the head of campus, in no particular order, all the professors here, Professor Young Duckford. I'm supposed to give a lecture, but you know, I always anticipate time. I know that when we come here, we might not have time to say everything that I need to say, so I put it in a small book. It is not my inaugural lecture, because by God's grace, I will get to a point where I'll give my inaugural lecture in years to come. But please, just bear with me, take this copy, just pick up this copy, and when you go home, you will read and get to see everything that I've had to say about literary criticism in Nigeria, in the world, and how I have contributed to my own quarter to the growth of literature and criticism as long up to this point. So all glory goes back to God. All the glory goes back to God, because without God, I would not be standing here today. A lot of things happened in the past that would have taken my life away, but miraculously, by God's intervention, I'm still here. And I know that I am here because God has a purpose for my life. And every day I wake up, I ask myself, what is that purpose? What am I supposed to do to impact life? You know, as it has been said in this lecture, someone helped me to get published. Professor Fred has said it, and rightly so. My first work was published when I was an undergraduate. And I could say that I am the first undergraduate in the Department of English to have his work read by other students on a GST course. And it is on record. I could not have achieved that feat without the help of the angel glory. And everywhere I go, I sing the gospel of the angel glory. I do not hide it. Everything anybody has ever done for me, I've never hidden it in any way. You check the lecture, you read it, you see that as I grow with those who have affected my life. So it is good to touch lives. Without angel glory, probably I wouldn't be known as an author. Probably I won't be where I am today because everything starts small. That's why when I became a lecturer, I said to myself, I will encourage my students to also get published. And today, if that dream is fulfilled, and that's not the only time it will be fulfilled, as God gives me the grace, as I continue in life, more and more young people are going to get published. One lecturer touched my life many years ago when I had nothing, and today 42 students have been published. They can call themselves published poets in my own country. That is impact. That is significant. And I want to live a life of impact. I want to live a life of significance. Nothing more, nothing less. Because in life, it's not how much you have, but how much you are able to use the little you have to touch the lives of others. And my life is a testimony to that many people touch my life, and I want to also be a blessing in the lives of others. That is what the message that I want to send across today in this lecture. Most of the people in this hall, Mrs. David, Mrs. Elsie Udofia, Professor Yamudoford, Dr. Juliet Goldo, they have impacted my life in many memorable and innumerable ways. And that is what is more important at the end of the day. It's not the metaphor, it's not the simile that we teach to the students, it's not the nouns, it's not the verbs. At the end of the day, the most important thing is if the life was touched in the process. And so, I will just make a statement or two about literary criticism. As I said, everything is in the book, but I'll just touch a few things, and then because we do not have much time, and then we can go home. I have been a critic for quite a while, and it started when I was in the university, when I was introduced to books